With the spring planting season upon us, the time is right to remind everyone on the roads to take extra precautions and be on the lookout for slow-moving vehicles.
The biggest thing with farm vehicles is just being patient. Farm vehicles travel at a different speed and take a lot of space when they're moving from farm to farm, and so being patient, giving those folks that time to get from place to place.
The danger is real. Last spring, veteran farmer Eddie Reynolds was killed while turning his farm vehicle from Route 221 into his farm in Bedford County. Jeremy MOYER operates a dairy farm in Amelia County. He says he's lucky. He hasn't had any close calls so far, but he knows he has to keep a sharp lookout.
My main concern is people are always in a hurry and don't realize how large and heavy farm equipment is and how limited the visibility is on certain pieces of equipment. They aren't exactly like cars or trucks, and you can't see right behind you a lot of times, and they're much wider than regular cars are too, take up more of the road.
Farm vehicles are obviously larger and slower than most everyday vehicles motorists encounter on the road. But there are also some not so obvious differences specific to farm vehicles that may catch motorists off guard.
The tires aren't usually made for on-road use, they're more for off-road use. They do tend to make the vehicle move across the road in a little more erratic motion. If you see them on the road, you just really need to watch them, make sure you realize they are going at a slow speed. If you do decide to pass, watch any equipment that they're pulling as well. The equipment can move across the road in a little more erratic behavior.
A video produced by Drive Smart Virginia with the support of the Virginia Farm Bureau urges motorists who encounter farm or other heavy equipment to be patient, allow time and space to pass, signal before passing, don't use your horn as a warning, and don't wait for a signal to pass.
Coming into the spring months, definitely we have a lot of crops in the area, a lot of tractors on the roads at this time. Just want to remind motorists just to be careful when you approach these tractors. They are going to be slow-moving vehicles. They may even be slower than you realize that they're moving at the time. Just to give them a little extra space. If you're going to pass them on the road, just be careful on when you pass. Make sure it's a safe area to pass and that you don't run the tractor off the road as well.
The Farm Safety Advisory Committee for Farm Bureau really is committed to trying to resolve the issues that relate to farm safety in Virginia and health as well. And so we've got a website, vafb.com/safety. We hope folks will go use that site and find all the resources that they can. But in addition, if they're looking for resources, we want to help them find what's there, whether it exists in Virginia or maybe somewhere else. And if they can just jump on the site, if they have questions or concerns, let us know. We want to help solve all the issues that we can.
Glenn Dye has lived in Stafford County his whole life and says migration from Northern Virginia has put many more cars on the roads where he lives and works.
It's just an everyday struggle when we do have to move machinery on the roads to coexist. Well, we're aware of the population and the crowded roads, so we try to make certain that, especially during school, we'll try to move between 9 and 2 when the buses and the kids are off the road. It's normally the slower times. 10 o'clock is normally a good time in the morning.
Virginia doesn't keep statistics on accidents specifically involving farm equipment, but the National Safety Council says 3,900 farm equipment vehicles were involved in roadway crashes in 2018, their most current figures. 92 of those crashes included fatalities. Motorists are also increasingly distracted by modern technology.
I can't tell you how many vehicles that either I let pass me or meet on the road, especially from looking above, having a bird's eye view, how many are on their phones or doing something else. I saw it this morning on Interstate 81 hauling grain. It's scary to watch the cars swerve in and out of the lane because they're distracted and doing something else. Put the phone down, take an extra second to give a second look, and just pay attention to your surroundings. That's the biggest thing I can ask. We meet a lot of them on the road, even with the flag man in front of us, that they don't even see that because they're so distracted doing something else. And then they pop on me 17 feet wide, on a back road. It's it's not pretty. We've been very fortunate we haven't had any collisions with the equipment. But if everybody could just slow down, take a minute, and so everybody can get to where we're going safely.
In Stafford County, Virginia, I'm Burke MOELLER reporting.